35 years ago today, October 17th, 1987, MTV's Week in Rock was full of all the old guys. Bob Dylan had his Hearts of Fire world premiere for his film with Fiona. You had Chuck Berry promoting his autobiography. And George Harrison talking about his new video, Got My Mind Set on You. That was 35 years ago. How old are we? Good stuff. When's the Week in Rock on now? Is it even called the Week in Rock? The Week in Not Rock? The Week in Pop? The Week in what? The Week. W-E-A-K. Week in Rock. Only on MTV.
Chuck is about to return to movie theaters, playing a musician who's retired to raise chickens. In the new movie, Hearts of Fire, Bob Dylan co-stars with Fiona and Rupert Everett as the three rock performers involved in a love triangle, while facing the pressures of the music business at the same time. The film recently had its world premiere in London. An opening night crowd gave it a mixed review.
It was spectacularly bad in every respect.
I wondered what had happened to Spinal Tap scriptwriter.
Don't know, probably. No, I don't know. I can't smell it, really.
I thought the girl was definitely the best one in the whole film.
But some of Dylan's one-liners were fantastic.
These people don't know what they're talking about here. Really, this man is sexy. You will wet your pants, girls.
Hearts of Fire won't open in the States until next year.
It's more than 32 years since his first hit, Maybelline, and all of a sudden everyone is getting into Chuck Berry. One of rock's founding fathers is enjoying a comeback thanks to the movie Hail, Hail, Rock and Roll. Its world premiere in Hollywood was attended by Berry fans of all generations, including Cyndi Lauper, Wolfman Jack, and Keith Richards. Chuck has also been in bookstores all over the country, signing copies of his new poetic autobiography. With all of that, Chuck Berry's the obvious choice for this week's profile.
On Sunday morning, when everything was holy, holy, whatever, we joined in with the spirit and this and that, and it just was there in the family. Dad was a bass, Mom was a soprano, and we were everything else. Her exact words were, "You know that boy's gonna be a millionaire someday." And this was at 11. I remember these words. And without any dream that I would, the essence of it is I had the spirit to become wealthy enough to have the things that I wanted, which was very little then. But the more you have, the more you want. The more you aim, or the more you shoot for, you know. By the way, I put away the gun. And I placed it in Louisiana, from a place I'd never been. I didn't know anything about I knew they must have had pines in Louisiana. They have them in Canada. And it was actually created. But the creation was intended to be of coming from nowhere, going somewhere. You know? And of course, Johnny was my piano player. Good was the street I lived on. And playing with words came up Johnny B Goode. We love each other in a manly manner. Yeah. No, we had our differences because Keith learned the records from the record itself back that was recorded back in the early days, when at 29 then my voice was pretty much what it is now, and Leonard Chess raised the not the tempo, raised the speed of the record up to make, to lighten my voice. You know how the pitch goes up in you, and lighten my voice to what would be taken for teenage. You know, this is marketing, I suppose. And of course, that put Keith to learn the records in a higher key. I understand that they sent a satellite out somewhere. In fact, it won't be back. Lord knows where it is now. But yes, a roll of Beethoven, Johnny B. Goode. Gee, I can't remember which one went out, but Carl Sagan suggested that that should be the rock number to go out in space.
That outer space song, by the way, is Johnny B. Goode. A tape of it is on the Voyager, which is now on its way to Saturn.
It was an old song from about 1959. The old version that I heard of it was, you know, it's a bit antique and doesn't really sound like my version of it. But the song itself had stuck in my head for 20-odd years, and it just came out on this album. It's true, it's got like Don't Be Cruel and Twist and Shout. I think they chose it. I hope they didn't choose it just because of La Bamba being a hit, because it's got that sort of twist and shout bit in the middle. Very nervous about being on a video and somebody making me look like I'm trying to be a teeny bopper, because I'm not, as you may have noticed. But at the same time, it was fun to do it, and maybe as the album progresses, we may do some more videos.
Thanks for watching Cleveland Live Music. It's awfully bright out here. I'd click on another one of my videos. Quit looking into the sun. Your mother told you not to do that. Please hit the subscribe button. And if you want to support the channel more, there's GoFundMe and Patreon information in the video descriptions. Ooh, ooh!